Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry if it's kind of hard to hear me because the AC is on and it's very loud. So I said that if I did not progress that I would not post a video, but if I had, that I would, and I did. So I had my doctor's appointment either the next day or a few days after my last video, and yeah, so I progressed. I went to my appointment. The baby sounded great, and she wasn't going to check me, but I had been going through feeling a lot of pressure and what I thought might be contractions, which sounds crazy because this is my third baby. You'd think I would know, but I've always been put into labor. I've never went into labor on my own, so I've always heard Pitocin can make the contractions a lot more intense than they would be in the beginning in natural labor, like starting on your own. So I was just a little confused. So because my belly would start tightening and get really hard, and then I was cramping and having lower back pain. So I was like, is this it? Is this what's happening? And then it would just go away. So then I was like, well, I don't know what's going on then. So I was hoping that I would have progressed, and I did. So I went to my appointment, and she, like I said, she said she didn't plan on checking me, but if I wanted her to, she would. So she checked me, and I am 1 centimeter dilated. Well, that was last week, last Friday. So I was 1 centimeter dilated and 30% thinned out. So that was exciting. That made me feel better because that made me feel like, okay, the stuff that I was feeling wasn't for nothing. I mean, it was actually doing something. Like, I'm not crazy and I'm not just making up symptoms, which my belly was getting tight, but I don't know why it's so hard for me to, I don't know how to tell if it's a Braxton Hicks contraction or a real contraction. I mean, obviously I know what contractions feel like from being induced, but since I wasn't in like excruciating pain, I didn't think that I was actually having a contraction. But apparently I was, because I dilated. And now this week I have another appointment coming up. I am 36 weeks and 5 days today. So 5 or 6 days. I'm getting ready to be 37 weeks very, very soon. And I will be having another appointment, and hopefully I progress even more. Again, by 37 weeks with my my second baby, not my second baby girl. I only had one baby girl. With my second baby, which would be my daughter, at 37 weeks, I was 2 centimeters dilated and 65% effaced, and my OB assured me that, not to worry because, I was just, I don't know, I was a little nervous. It was my second baby, and my first baby, everyone told me how, how good I did for it being my first baby, considering I was only in labor for 4 to 6 hours, and then I had him. And apparently that's really quick for a first-time baby. I guess sometimes first-time babies, the labor can be a lot longer. It doesn't happen for everyone. Some people go like even quicker than me. So I was just still a little nervous, hoping everything went okay, and my OB assured me that it would, and that when I went, it was going to be quick, and she was right, because my daughter, they broke my water at 9:30, I think, and I had her at 10:29, so, plus I was already 4 centimeters dilated when I went in to have her, so she was definitely right. So hopefully this time around when I go to my 37-week appointment, I'll be at least 2 centimeters or more, hopefully. That'd be really nice to hear if I was 2 or more centimeters. So yeah, that's basically, I guess. Yeah, Oh, I guess I could say yesterday, or not yesterday, it was Saturday. Saturday, I had some random swelling in my hands and feet, which swelling is normal in pregnancy. But I haven't had any, surprisingly, I hadn't had any swelling this pregnancy until Saturday. And I called my OB just because I started to feel like nauseous, and my stomach was in like a constant like knot, or maybe that's not how I should put it. Like, it felt like one big contraction for like 2 hours. Like, there was no, my stomach was really tight and really hard, and there was so much pressure. There was no letting up. There was no breaks in between. Because she asked me if I was having contractions, and I said, well, I'm not sure. I was like, I don't think so. I was like, I just know that my belly is really hard and really tight, and it just feels like my whole entire belly is about to burst open because there was so much pressure. And it was very, very uncomfortable, and I felt nauseous, plus my hands and my feet were just randomly starting to swell. But she said because it was so hot Saturday, and because she asked me if I had been outside, and I said I was outside quite a bit, and I hadn't drank enough water, so she told me to prop my feet up in a cool area, drink a couple bottles of water and some Tylenol for the pain in my belly. And if that didn't help, then I needed to come in to be checked out. But that ended up working, and everything was fine. But I didn't feel very well. And lots of pelvic pressure and all that. Basically the same things I've been feeling for the last 2 to 3 weeks. But that went away. She said just most likely my body is just preparing for the baby, and not only that, it was just really hot, and I hadn't drank much water and been outside all day. So I think that is it. My symptoms really haven't changed. It's just lots of pressure, which is normal because when my last video that I posted on here, I said that my doctor had said that her head was really low, so I'm sure it has gotten lower because the pressure keeps intensifying, especially when I can feel her kicking, like she'll use her feet to push down, and when she does that, I can feel her head pushing even more, so it's getting down to the last week or two. My due date is September 11th, but I'm being induced on the 6th. So I got about 2 weeks and a few days left until she's here. So that's exciting. I have a doctor's appointment this week, and then I just can't believe that after this week I only have one more appointment to go to. And then the next week we'll be leaving to go have her. So that is just insane to me. But I think that that's all that I have for this video. I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that I have progressed, and when I go to my appointment here in a few days, my 37-week appointment, I will, if I have progressed, which I'm hoping that I have, I'll progress a little more. You know, it's the same thing. I will post a video to update you guys and let you know how everything's going. Or if for some reason something changes, that something weird is happening to me, that I think that it might be the real deal, then I'll pick up the camera and I'll film that, of course, and then edit it if it turns out to be labor. I'll be happy to film that and, you know, and whatnot. But until that happens, I will just keep, you know, posting videos to keep you guys updated. So yeah, I'm losing my train of thought. But more than likely, I think that I will have progressed when I go to my appointment in a few days. So I'll be happy to update you guys with that. Like I said, there will be a video as long as I've progressed and there's something to update, I will post another video. But yeah, it's getting closer and closer for her to be here, and I'm super excited because, like I've said in several of my videos before this one, I have just been very uncomfortable. My belly is just, it's just sore. It's very sore, and I just feel like I'm constantly pushing my belly out, and it's just so uncomfortable, and to have that relief of pressure will be so nice. Oh, I'll show you my belly if you want to see it. Like I said, I'm 36 weeks, and this dress makes me look huge, by the way. But I'm 36 weeks and 5 days. But this is my belly. So 36 weeks and 5 days. Almost over. Thank goodness. Don't get me wrong, I actually did like being pregnant until these last few weeks. I've never ever been uncomfortable in a pregnancy in my life until this one, which every pregnancy is different, so this one is definitely the one where I am uncomfortable. So okay, I'm rambling. I keep rambling, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I will hopefully have an update for you in a few days. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe and join the rest of my journey, what's left. And I hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye.